welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Julie. Welcome to Dirt Road Relics. I am participating in another Flippin Frenzy. I have exchanged items with Sarah, and she sent me some great stuff. I'm going to show you here in just a second. And then I have sent some to Rachel. So this collaboration, we are focusing on Beat the Winter Blues. We all know what it's like. So we have the items that someone has sent us, and then we were all kind of tasked to get a suitcase of some sort to put with our vignette. So I sourced a small suitcase, and I am actually going to be using my suitcase for storage in my office area. And then the items, I've kind of went with the bird theme. You'll see when I get going here. And then also a journal. Obviously, beating the winter blues, you know, journaling is definitely a benefit. And I have a goal for 2026 that I want to take more pictures and actually have them printed out. So I'm going to be using this journal as kind of like a junk journal that I can put pictures in, just random ones. I'm going to set it up so it's January through December of 2026, and it turned out pretty cool. So I am going to start unboxing, and I'll kind of take you along with the process of how I flip everything. So I hope you enjoy. So I got a nice little card from Sarah. She is from SJJB Creations. Just a fun little thrift flip box. So the cutting board, I have a laser engraver, so I will be putting something on it with my laser engraver. I also got this cute little candlestick holder. I will be combining that with an item that I'd gotten at the Goodwill bins, and kind of going with the bird theme with it. This little item, he's so cute, and I was like, I don't want to do anything with him, so he's just gonna sit on my shelf in my dining room. And yeah, just a fun little cardinal. So the next item is kind of what inspired my theme, the little bird's nest. And I, like I said, I'll be adding that to this little bird cage that I found at the Goodwill bins. And then this sewing book. I'm not a sewer, and obviously this is a thrift flip challenge, so obviously I have to do something with it. So I'm going to turn it into a junk journal. It will be a work in progress as I go along. I did not finish, obviously, for this video, but I will be adding throughout the year for the different months. So we're going to get started. This is the little suitcase that I had thrifted, and I'm going to be using it for storage. I have this paper that I had from Sonnet's Garden Blooms maker's box, and I hadn't used it yet, and I'm like, ooh, these are perfect colors. So I just kind of traced around it with my finger so that I would know where to cut it out. And then I was just kind of going through different scraps that I had. I had these roses, and I thought, ooh, well, see, at first I painted it with raw silk, a fusion paint, and that just has a primer and a top coat in it, so I didn't have to do, I did 3 coats. And then here I'm kind of just adding some roses to the edge, and with the paint inlays. Oh my gosh, these are so much fun. And this one didn't stick. I don't think I let it dry completely, but I kind of like the rough look on it. It made it look worn and like it had been there for years. So I'm just I've added a few roses to the sides, and then I'm going to be picking out what to use for the front. I haven't yet, but I think I will go back and do the back of it with the plaid as well. But as of right now, I just have the one side with the plaid. So this little book that I bought off of Amazon, and it has some amazing bird pictures in it. And so I'm thinking I'm going to be using the bird picture. I do like one of the Connie's Lines and Design papers, but with the bird theme, I think I'm going to stick with the bird picture instead of the other. But I love the plaid with that image, so I think I'll be using it for a different project. But yeah, that was also in the maker's box. So here we go. We're gonna do the bird theme. So I'm using double-sided tape just to tape it on. I've already decoupaged the paper on there, so it's got a bottom and a top coat over the plaid paper, so it's nice and sealed. And then this way, if I decide that I want to change out the bird picture someday, I can. I just have to take it off with the double-sided tape. And then, as I said, I'm going to be using this one as storage for my junk journal. I'm actually going to put all my supplies that I use for my junk journal in there. Now, I'm taking the sewing book, and it's a nice 5-ring binder. It's got the hard covers on the outside and then all of the inserts. So I'm going to be doing it monthly, and then I will just use a hole punch and punch out to add cardstock in between to add my pictures and stuff on. So it's a nice little book. I have used raw silk to put 3 coats on it. The back, that was with 2 coats, and so I finished that off with the 3rd coat. And then as I was going through other papers from the maker's box, I came across this one, and I love it, and it's gonna be perfect for this. So I have decoupaged this onto it. I was just here showing you, it was one of Roycycled's papers in the maker's box, and I decoupaged it, and then I'm using the thicker cardstock for all of these. I love the yellow, and the yellow matched the paper, so I didn't have to have it be full. So, and then I've purchased some little tabs that are the January through December, and so I'm going to be utilizing those to put on the little corners. Here I'm showing you that they just have double-sided tape on either side, so they fit on there perfectly. And so as the months go on, I'll add to it, and it'll just be fun, and I can add all different kinds of things to it. And maybe it'll be something that I show you throughout the season, give you an update on them. But this, I just let it dry completely, and then sanded off the top of it. And so it had a nice clean finish on it. And then I have taken one of the IOD molds, and I'm making a little emblem for the front so I can write 2026 in it. I'm just using the DOS clay. It goes in there really nice, and it's just a nice little detail. I'm sure I'll add different things to it throughout the time, but as of right now, this is what I'm getting started with. So these things come out so nice, especially if you use the cornstarch in them. They just come out and they have such amazing detail. And I'm just picking off some of the little things that I didn't get when I was going through it. But yeah, so 2 of my products that I loved. I can't wait to get started more with this. This is just me showing you where I'm going to put it on the book. Now, I do have a laser engraver. I have the X-Tool P2. And so I'm going to be taking the cutting board and placing it in here. And then this is my new, kind of my logo for the year that I'm going to be putting on here for my business. It's going to be kicking up dust and chasing joy. It's kind of my theme for the year. So hopefully if you follow along, I can take you on some adventures thrifting and some thrift hauls and other upcycles. So this is a little thing that I'll be putting on it so I can put it in my office. This X-Tool, if you do not have a laser engraver and you're looking for one, I love it. It has been so much fun to do. So this is kind of what it turned out like. I'm just taking some plain water and wiping it down and cleaning it all up so that it's all nice. I don't have to seal this, and so it was a little difficult when I was trying to do it one-handed. For some reason, I can't find my tripod. I don't know what I did with it. I had taken it to use for some family pictures over the holidays, and I don't know where I put it. So I was kind of doing it free-handed this time, but yeah. So, and then this is, I painted the little candlestick holder just with the raw silk. And then the top was a little uneven. So I'm just taking some of that air dry clay and flatten it out so that I can put the bird cage on top. And I've taken the little nest and placed it down inside. Like I said, I got this little bird cage at the Goodwill bins. Um, it turned out really cute. And so if I come across a smaller bird, I'll probably stick that in it, maybe some moss and stuff. But it was just fun. It's a nice little easy upcycle. And was a little bit to get it to stick. I had to use some wire, but yeah, it worked good. And whoops, I forgot that I had tipped it over. But yeah, so I'm gonna use it in my office. So these have been so much fun to do, and I look forward to seeing everybody else's as theirs gets done as well. Thank you all for stopping by, and I look forward to the next one. I hope you enjoy everyone's videos in this collaboration and be looking for Rachel to be coming up next. Thank you again and have a wonderful day.